Alright, so you saw me put my last video, you saw me put the cover on, so I got the top as well. I did the top off camera, but it's the same thing. Now I'm gonna replace this cover here. This is the cam cover. This, you want to get access to the cam, you come through here. I don't think there's anything on the other side, unlike say the old Honda 50s, the CRF 50s. There was actually a bolt on the other side that held this cover in. But this one has two bolts here. The other one didn't have a bolt at all, the Honda 50 CRF 50s. So I have my cover here. So this is what I'm using. It's from G-Craft, same company that makes the valve covers. And this one is, if you look at the side here, it has a rounded curve right here, versus the other cover I have here, it's actually square. So I'm actually going to use a curved one because the monkey, so this is my monkey. The monkey, there's nothing like shrouding the engine, so there's no plastics here and everything, so it gets plenty of airflow. So that's why I'm using this one, but also it looks better too than the other one. I'm gonna put the other one on my on the Super Cub, so that way it'll, since the Super Cubs all everything around here is all covered in plastic, so there's not as much airflow. So you want a little bit more thin surface area for cooling. So anyways, so let's take it out. So there's the cover. All right, you see how it's, oops, sorry for the glare. See how it's rounded. All right, and of course I'm doing this in the dark because it's nighttime. And there's the back. So this is actually a pretty good chunk of metal, of aluminum. And it also comes with two bolts too as well. These ones have bolts, but I believe these bolts here, the head right here, won't fit into this recessed spot right here. It won't fit into that. It's not big enough, so I have to use their bolt, and which is fine. That's what it's there for. So now I have to take off the OE one. So these two are 10 millimeters. I see 10 millimeters. I mean 5 millimeters. Allen heads. Make sure you have an oil pan ready. So there's going to be a little bit of oil coming down. Alright. So you are taking off the this cover, and it's tilted towards this direction, this side too. So it's definitely going to be oil coming down, I believe. So I just washed this bike a few hours ago. Because when you're working on vehicles, bikes and such, you don't want to work on one that's all dirty, and because especially when you're going to open up the engine, you don't want all this dirt and crud all over. Open stuff up and dirt gets in there, and so it's a good idea. It's good practice to clean that stuff up. If you don't want to wash the whole thing, just wash the area that you're going to be working on. This is true with with any vehicle really. Just makes it so much easier, so much nicer to work on something that's clean compared to something that's dirty. All right, so both of those are off, and this cover should just kind of pop off. Okay, it's a little bit resistance. I can feel it, but it's moving. I think there's an O-ring on there, so that's why it feels kind of tight-ish. I can feel it. Got my fingernails underneath there. This side. So I forgot to say that you should do this when the engine's cold, not hot. If it's hot, you're gonna burn yourself, right? So I almost have it out. It's like halfway out. There it goes. I see it. I see the O-ring. There we go. So there's the O-ring right there. You can see that. Let's see, let me angle it differently. Right. So there's the O-ring. Whoops. Oil stripping out, making a little mess here. Oil pan didn't cover where I was moving this thing. So there's the original one. So these two little things, little tabs here, I think it's kind of like up against here. It doesn't touch obviously because there's no rubbing marks anywhere. But anyways, there is that O-ring right here. Let's look at this thing real fast. It's kind of dark, so it's hard to see. Let me turn on my other light here. Lots of times, there is like a one way or the other. All right, but I don't think in this case there is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't look like I don't see any marking or anything. So anyways, you're gonna reuse this O-ring. There's the one that the one that you're gonna use. This new one doesn't have that, right? What the O-ring is. So I'm gonna fill this mass here. That's a pretty good amount of mass there. This one is well, this is actually a pretty good amount of mass too, because this thing has all the stuff on the inside here, whereas this one doesn't. There's nothing there. So, and it doesn't need to be nothing in here anyways, because this thing has plenty of mass, and all these fins right here will actually also give it structure as well, give it strength. So I'm gonna peel this off with my fingernails. Good thing I haven't cut my fingernails yet. Still long enough where I could get it underneath here and get it out. And obviously you could do this with a screwdriver as well, a little flathead. Usually when you use metal, like a screwdriver, you have to be very careful with it, because it's metal and it's hard, and the edges could be kind of sharp, so it could potentially cut your O-ring. Okay, so I have the O-ring there. That's a little bit of paint from the cover. It looks pretty clean, so I'm not gonna wipe it down. It looks clean to me. It's just oily. Slight bit of lint, probably from my hands. What is this right here? For a second there, I thought I saw a bulge right here. I thought that was the part where I, gouged it with my fingernails, but that wasn't. It was just a drop of oil. All right, so it's on. All right, so that new one's on. Wipe the surface of this, the mating surface here. This is definitely easier than like a CRF50, the old CRF50 engines, because with those old engines, those older ones, you have to actually, because again, like I said, there isn't these two bolts here. The bolt's actually from the other side, and there's a long ass bolt that goes all the way through, and it actually mounts onto the back side over here. But this one doesn't have those threads. But with that one, that's part of the thing that takes off the cam as well. So that's it. So this thing has a little engraved logo, that the brand. So I'm gonna have that reading upright, or reading properly, I should say, which is upright like so. So when you put this on, put on nice and even. All the sides should be nice and even. If you do one side in first and put it in, potentially you could gouge the O-ring. So it should be nice and even. Make sure those holes are lined up before you push in any further. Actually, it looks like this way, because that's the way that the wind would blow when you're moving, instead of up and down. Up and down would be better if it was stationary. So put the screws on there. 2 bolts, I should say. Screw those on. Again, these ones are 5mm, just like the original bolts. But these bolts don't have that flare at the end of, at the base of the bolt, at the base of the bolt head. So it'll clear this cover, whereas the original bolt heads won't, because of that flare. Okay. That's good there. I just turn it on. Oops, wrong direction. And since these are Allen heads with 5mm, you don't need that much torque. So how I'm holding my wrench is like right here, like this, just like if this was an Allen key. That way I can't over torque it too much, and basically mess it up, That's it. Okay, so that's it. So that's your the covers with fins. Helps keep the engine running a little cooler. Fins here, fins here. There it goes. Let's change the angle on here so we could see a little better. See a little more. So there it goes. So it looks nice. Yep, that's it. So that's the covers for the monkey. Again, these, it's not just for looks. It's it actually functional. That's the reason why I got it, to so the engine runs a little cooler, hopefully. That's not just good for the engine, but also for the oil too, so the oil doesn't break down so fast. This being an air cool engine, more cooling always helps. Okay, so thanks for watching.